inner autumn and inner spring. So inner autumn is the one that is upright, and then we have inner spring that is reversed. Hello, lovelies. It's Ashley of Aligned Living Co. and founder of the Clear the Noise, Lead Your Life Trello program. This is this week's Soulful Wisdom reading. I'm using a different deck, the Inner Temple deck by Rebecca Campbell. I really enjoy her cards. This one, I'll do a little bit of intuitive from what's coming in, and then I'll read the full card meaning since hers are more intentional. Something that's been coming up a lot for me lately is to let go of perfection. That's something I've been working through this year, but something that's just really been coming up through the Peloton workouts I've been doing and things that have been showing up in social media. And I did a full moon circle on Friday night, which was absolutely amazing. And it was interesting because what we did this full meditation, and we were holding onto this lotus flower, and in the meditation a petal falls off, and we were to look down at the petal and see the word that fell off, and the word on mine was hope. And I was thinking, I don't want to have hope. That's not what I'm feeling. I feel more knowing. I feel more that I'm trusting. And then she said the word that has fallen is the word you're releasing and letting go. And it made so much more sense because I'm letting go of, I hope something happens. I hope this works out. I hope I manifest what I'm manifesting. And I've really let hope go. And in its place is trust and knowing. And I found that really interesting that that's what came up for me. And that's something that's been reiterated through what I've been doing with my Peloton workouts, and what's been coming up on social for me is that, and the content I'm consuming is this letting go of hope and stepping into trust and into knowing that things are in play, things are coming, things are moving, and just trust. Okay. Inner autumn and inner spring. So inner autumn is the one that is upright, and then we have inner spring that is reversed. Inner autumn, fall. So letting things fall away. Very similar to what I was just talking about. So what is it that you released with a full moon, whether or not it was intentional? You might have intentionally let something go with the full moon on Friday, or you may have subconsciously let go. So what have you been feeling over the past, 24 to 48 hours? What feels like it no longer aligns? What feels like it has been released? What feels lighter, perhaps? We think autumn, we think the falling leaves, we think kind of like a cocooning in. Animals are going more into hibernation. So thinking about that, what is it that you can release and then maybe cocoon into yourself to let that resonate for a while and maybe bubble up a little bit more until it's ready to release. I'll do the full reading of that card. I just want to see if there's anything else that Spirit wants to bring forward. I usually tend to do just one card unless two pop out. That one kind of flew out, so I feel like inner autumn, and then we'll use the reverse of inner spring. I don't think there's anything else. I think that's the one message. Okay, so we'll pull out our handy dandy book. Inner autumn, letting go, wildness, realignment, courage, falling away, loosening your hold, harnessing your inner power, frustration, sacred rage, alchemy, taking your place, reaping what you've sown, and feels like a quiet power, time to make some changes. Um, Nature is the greatest mystery school there is, and the greatest teacher within that mystery school has got to be the seasons. Just as the seasons around us change in our life, we can also experience inner seasons. Knowing which season you're in can help to negotiate that period, and being able to embrace the season you're moving into can offer strong medicine and guidance that will help you navigate what lies ahead. So then inner spring, which was reversed, new beginnings, planting seeds, getting ready to bloom, tending to your dreams, upward energy, excitement, hope, potential, inspiration. Feels like there's so much potential here. I really feel like with this card, we're in inner autumn. So that letting go, wildness, realignment, courage, making space. Think of like fall and spring cleaning. We're making space, we're cleaning, we're um, almost nesting in a way. And then if you flip it, so we do inner autumn and then we step in inner spring, which is new beginnings. So like I said, just this idea of letting go of everything we can, maybe coming into ourselves a little bit, cocooning in, allowing to like reintegrate what we've let go and what we're making space for. And then once, we're ready, step into spring and really allow things to propel forward in excitement and newness and renewal. I really love that reading for this week. It's the first full week of May. Um, And April showers brings May flowers, so you could even think of maybe April was autumn and now spring we're stepping forward into excitement and newness. Whatever phase you're in, everything is cyclical, right? And I think it can be really hard as someone who's been through some pretty hard seasons. It feels really hard when you're in the hard season. So if you're in a hard season right now, I'm sitting with you and feel free to reach out, and even if you just want to vent, that's fine. I get it. It's hard. And it can feel almost impossible that things will get better even a little bit. And things will always, things will never be the same if you're going through a really hard season, but we can step forward and create our own life. It may look different than the life that you thought you were in or creating, and that's okay to live in that grief as well. Just know that you have the power, like, no matter what's happened to you, it is up to you to do what you need to do to heal as much as you can on your own timeline when you're ready. But it is your responsibility, it's your life. Even if something happened to you, if you're going through something hard, if you were dealt kind of the short end of the stick, I get it. It's still ultimately our own responsibility to take charge of our life. We're the only one who lives with ourselves 100% of the time. We're 100% in charge of our happiness. Outside things can influence what happens to us, but ultimately it's our decision, even in those hard moments, to do the things we need to do to support ourselves, to grow, to live our best lives. And if you're not ready to hear that right now, that's okay too. That's okay. Um, that's it's if someone had said that to me, a few years ago and I was really in the depth of things, I probably would have been really mad about it and thought they didn't understand and they could never understand and I'd never want them to understand. And now that I'm out of the weeds, I understand that it is my responsibility. As much as what happens to us can really be hurtful and suck, and it feels like maybe your world has ended in some way, and maybe it has, the world you once knew. But at the same time, we can create, I don't want to say a new world, but an alternate world. A world where we can do as much as we can to create a space and a life that aligns with what we can experience and what we want to experience. That's what I'm here for. That's why I Aligned to Living Co. became Aligned to Living Co. I knew I needed to step away from my yoga for that. And I knew I needed something that was more aligned with where I was going. And at that time, I didn't really know. I just knew I needed to create this space by letting go of something that no longer aligned. And so, alignment and aligned made the most sense. And I'm really glad that that's what I stepped forward into. And yeah, I'm so happy that you're here. Make sure to read your email if you haven't signed up. I'll include the link here. And if you haven't signed up in time to receive the email for this reading, just send me an email, ashley@alignedtolivingco.co. I'll include that as well. And just let me know that you want the full reading for this um, week of May 3rd to May 9th. And I will send that to you. Have an awesome week, and we will see you again next time.